The GT Academy guarantees the most unique and exclusive driving experience in the world. Two Gran Turismo players who have previously only known race driving in a virtual world will have a dream come true and take part in a real race. The 22 fastest PlayStation players in Europe will compete for training at the toughest racing school in the world, which is also the home of British motorsport, Silverstone. The competitors will be scored by a professional panel under the direction of head of the GT Academy and professional race driver Steve Deeks. With him on the panel are Rob Barth, responsible for the participants' driving competence, Elliot Chalifour, responsible for assessing the participants' fitness, and Mike Garth, head of racing psychology, all highly recognized motorsport experts. As if that wasn't enough, the GT Academy panel is joined by Johnny Herbert, former Formula One driver, winner of the British Grand Prix and the Le Mans 24-hour race, and current speed car champion. Only two participants will make it through the Academy selection process. These two competitors will take part in an intensive 4-month training program. There they will gain professional racing license and will then have the opportunity to take part in the highly sought-after Dubai 24-hour endurance event as part of the Nissan PlayStation team. Over a period of 7 weeks, 25,000 keen gamers from 7 European countries competed online in the PlayStation game GT5 Prologue and registered their scores online. The 20 fastest were then invited to national finals in their own countries. The winners of each country qualified for a place at the coveted GT Academy in Silverstone. So far, 12 participants have been cut. 8 competitors remain who will slug it out for the prize. The Silverstone single-seater race revealed new talent, such as the Italian Luca Lorenzini, Frenchman Arnaud Lecombe, physically strong and media-friendly Giacomo Cunial, Germany's Lars Schlomer, and Englishman Matthew Gordon, who have all guaranteed themselves a place in the contest through courage and determination. Swedish baker Chris Midmark has shown his best side physically in all disciplines on the racetrack. Spaniard Lucas Ordonez and French mechanic Fabrice Bernard have managed to stay in the competition for a place at the Dubai race through high concentration and continuity of performance. The previous scores no longer count, so all 8 gamers now have the same chances to win the big prize. The 2 drivers who impress most with outstanding performance in the various racing disciplines will be crowned GT Academy winners at the end of the day.
You are the chosen few.
Whatever you did up to this point has qualified you to be here today.
Now that the mist has completely cleared, it's time to get to work. The first practice of the day consists of 5 laps of a superpole in the GTR around the Stowe course. The now threateningly dark clouds are a cause of great concern among the gamers because they all know it depends on today. All the drivers have the opportunity to drive a couple of test laps before times are logged for their race laps. Here comes Spaniard Lucas Ordonez. He amazes the judges with his speed and perfect control of the car through the wet Stowe course.
Hello there.
Hello. Did you notice it was wet out there?
Dude, that was stunning. It was very, very fast.
2 drivers will take no further part in GT Academy, and it's up to us now to go and decide who those 2 are.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, we're all agreed then, the stopwatch doesn't lie. Yeah, I mean, we've had a good chance to have a look at them today. It's been really tricky, you know, I mean, but actually, I think it's been a good thing for us that it rained.
The 2 guys that are going, they've struggled all morning.
They simply can't keep up. Giacomo?
Yeah.
And Matt Gordon?
I'm really disappointed, but I've enjoyed the experience, driving the GTR, and a lot of things that makes me happy.
I've come a long way and I've had a really great time. But at the same time, I'm proud that I've got this far, and it's been an awesome experience right from the start.
The 6 finalists will now take part in a dogfight against each other, a head-to-head race of 5 laps around the Stowe course. Here, 2 drivers begin at different starting points, and the first one back to the starting pit will win the race.
This afternoon is really going to be the decider. This is a duel that will help to determine who wins GT Academy. May battle commence.
Midmark, Lucas and Luca face each other in the final. To give the race a bit more pep, they will drive around the track in opposite directions. The tension is high because the whole GT Academy is watching with great expectation.
3, 2, 1, go!
On a wet, slippery track, the race begins. Midmark is in car number 2, Lorenzini in number 4, and Spain's Ordonez is in car 5. Despite the weather conditions, drivers and their cars maintain their speed. A hard lesson for Midmark, he loses control. Although he quickly catches up again, this simply cannot happen at a race like the one in Dubai. All attempts not to let the Spaniard pass were in vain, because Ordonez comes in first after all, and Midmark comes second.
All right, well done, Lucas.
While the best driver at the Academy begins to suffer from the pressure, the next 2 tests are looming imminently. All the drivers must give their absolute best once again. As Rob Barth's competition begins, many different emotions spread among the crew.
3 laps. Nissan GTR, Silverstone circuit. Show me what you got.
Some laps with the GTR on a wet Silverstone circuit. It's just impressive.
Where we go.
Barth, who accompanies the drivers, will score the 6 competitors in 3 areas: self-confidence, speed and driving ability. What the drivers don't know, though, is that Barth has secretly stopped the clock, and so gets some surprising results. Lucas drives to his limit, closely followed by Lars. Midmark, however, drives a sedate race and fails to impress the professional. Before the panel decides who gets to go to Dubai, the drivers have one last chance to prove themselves to the judges.
Chris, why should the panel choose you for this drive in Dubai?
I really want to become a professional race driver, and I want to win the biggest race in the world.
Lars.
I have learned a lot in the week, and I think I can do more.
Thank you. Fabrice.
I was a nobody until last week, and I know that I can achieve something. I've shown that in the last 6 days, and that's why you have to take me with you to Dubai.
Lucas.
Racing is my dream. I will try to give my best and I will do it all. It's what I love.
After all the participants have been interviewed, the next unavoidable phase begins. The panel must reach a decision which 2 lives they're going to change forever, because only 2 participants can be transformed from gamers to real GT race drivers. With the result in hand, it's time for the panel to name the 2 drivers who will be at the start line with the Nissan PlayStation team in Dubai.
GT Academy, gentlemen, the reason it's taken your judges so long to come to a verdict this evening is because of A, the standard of your driving today, and B, the gravity of our decision. We appreciate that our decision will change the lives of at least 2 of the drivers here this evening. So, ladies and gentlemen, the 2 drivers who are going to be joining the PlayStation Nissan GT team in Dubai are Lucas Ordonez and ladies and gentlemen, Lucas is of course going to need a teammate, and that teammate, ladies and gentlemen, will be Lars Schlammer!
I'm feeling so happy. It's a dream come true, and I want to thank all the team, all the staff, and I will try to do my best in Dubai.
Nobody get on until no, nothing.
We're delighted to have him on board, and now really the hard work starts. Yeah, we're looking forward to starting racing next weekend.
For the 2 graduates, this is only the beginning. Now they'll have to undergo an extremely tough racing program to be able to drive in Dubai. Under the watchful eyes of Rob Barth and team principal Bob Neville, the first 2 races in Cadwell Park are a huge success for the team.
The flag's out, so they've made the first session.
Don't look so nervous.
Snetterton was the biggest field the drivers have had to face so far. They put all of their previous experience to use and did an amazing job.
Well, over the last 6 weeks, it's a remarkable transformation. In every way, they're coming on to be racing drivers.
Both drivers impress the team and earn their international racing licenses with style. Lars comes in 6th place and Lucas is 2nd. The next phase of their comprehensive training program is to gain essential night racing experience. Unfortunately, Lars has to pass on the race due to an extremely untimely illness.
It is of concern, of course, because he's missed tonight, so there's no other opportunity to race in the dark before Dubai. And next week we've got some tests in the racing card, so if he misses that, it's very difficult.
The test in the lighter, more powerful GT4 is the last chance that the team has to learn how to deal with the racing car for Dubai.
Come on, down, 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 down. No. No.
Lucas adjusts well, but it's a different situation for Lars.
He's really finding it much harder to adapt to the more power and the sequential box, the clutch in particular.
Yes, he's definitely pressing the brake and the accelerator at the same time. Need to have a little look at the data. Remember, you have to come off the clutch in between each down change. So you're in 4th gear down the straight, and then you change to 3rd off the clutch, 2nd off the clutch, then in. Lars, we need you to get this.
Yeah. Oh,
that's an over rev.
Yeah, that's an over rev. Oh, don't.
Yeah, it was a little bit difficult with the clutch. Yeah, it's not so easy to drive it in real, so yeah, I know that we have a lot of work to do.
After the test drive at Silverstone, the Academy team brings Lars in for an urgent meeting in the UK.
Lars, yeah. We've had several thoughts and big decisions to make. It falls upon me as the team manager with the overall view of safety to say you won't be driving in Dubai. We'd be pushing you too far to put you in that car in that race right now.
We're at the Dubai Autodrome for the Dubai 24 Hours. The driver lineup is Johnny Herbert, Alex Buncombe, myself and Lucas.
Because Lars is no longer in the team, the pressure on Lucas to put in a good performance grows.
We are at 3 days of the race, so the nervous come and the pressure, all the cameras, so all of this is pressure, but for me I have to be concentrated in the race, and I think I'm doing well, so we'll see.
The qualifying session also goes well for the team. Johnny Herbert comes in 22nd place overall and 2nd in his class.
Today is one of my important days in my life. A little bit nervous, but I'm confident. We are a real professional team. I think I'm ready to do a good job in this race, and we'll see.
Purely because of the mass of traffic at the start line, everything is just starting to move. Rob Barth sets the team off to a fantastic start. Although he had many cars around him, he managed to keep his position and stay cool. Everything goes according to plan until smoke in the car forces him back into the pit after 40 minutes.
A couple of corners from home, the power steering went heavy. The car's losing some sort of fluid, don't know what it is, and we're losing time.
The mechanics discover that the dirt from the track has damaged an essential oil unit. Lucas spends 25 minutes of his first run waiting for the OK.
Couple of laps. Just concentrate. There's no pressure with this now. Okay.
The stop has cost the team 47 places, and Lucas enters the race in 70th position.
It's kind of cool with Lucas being out on the track. We're an hour and a bit into the race, and we've got a gamer going round. It's real.
His last lap was a 16.5. That's a good pace. If he can do that for 90 minutes, it'll be all right.
Lucas does just that for the next hour and gains 5 places until a flat tyre forces him into the pit.
Repeat your message. I think this is a real lap. Okay, Lucas, that's good. Well done bringing it back.
Shortly before midnight, it's time for Lucas' second turn.
He did a very good stint, good consistent times, and once or twice very fast. At one point he was the 8th quickest car on the circuit, which is pretty impressive really.
After 23 hours of the race, the team entrusts the last drive to Lucas.
When I passed, I was thinking about many things about these years and waiting this opportunity, and now that's come true, and amazing. I want to thank all the help that they give me. Thanks to Rob, that he was the guy who selected me in Silverstone, and Johnny Herbert.
It is quite a remarkable thing, really. When it was first suggested to me, I was a bit sceptical. But yeah, he's proof that it can be done. I think we found ourselves a racing driver.